Hare Krishna to every one of you. So today, 29th of June 2020, we will be reciting from Srimad Bhagavata, Canto 3, Text 6, Text 31 onwards. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nashpraeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavate Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistuki Bahubhyo Vartata Chatram Kshatriyastadanubrataha Yo Jatastrayate Varnan Paurushaha Kantakakshata Bahubhyah, from the arms, avatarata, generated, kshatram, the power of the protection, kshatriyaha, in relation to the power of protection, that, anuvartaha, followers, yaha, one who, jatha, so becomes, trayate, delivers, varnan, the other occupations, Paurushaha, representative of the personality of Godhead, Kantaka, the disturbing elements like thieves and debauchees, Kshatat, from the mischief. Translation purport by His Divine Grace, Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Maharaj ki jai. Thereafter, the power of protection was generated from the arms of the gigantic Virata form. And in relation to such power of the Kshatriyas also came into existence by following the Kshatriya's principle of protecting society from the disturbances of the thieves and miscreants. Om Ajnana Timirandhasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshumritam Yenam Tasmai Sri Gurve Namah Sri Chaitanya Mano Vishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupakadamayam Dadati Supatantikam Bandeyam Sri Guru Shridhabad Kamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavam Cha Sri Rupam Sagradadam Sagana Raghunathan Vidantam Sajibam Sadhuitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Sri Vishakan Vitam Cham हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपीश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्तुते तप्त कंचन गौरंगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण पृष्ठापुत्रेष्म जपता कसमनिधि नामिने नमाचार्य पादाय नेता कृपाप्रदाय गौरसाधमदाय नगर ग्राम तारणे। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण पृष्ठापुत्रेष्मते भक्तिवेदांत समनिधि नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वतीदेवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाशेति तारणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे। बाहुभ्यो अवर्तत क्षत्रम क्षत्रियस्तदनुव्रतः यो जातस्त्रायते वर्णान् पौरुषः कंठकक्षतात्। So hearing from Maitreya Rishi, Muni also correct, he is saying, addressing to Vidur Maharaj, he is saying, thereafter the gigantic form generated Kshatriyas for the power of protection, and Kshatriyas also came into existence. And their only job was protecting society from disturbance of the thieves and miscreants. So Kshatriyas, they are the warriors. They make sure that all this Varna and Asrama, they live peacefully. If anybody creates the disturbance, they have a right to punish them. Punish them according to Manusmriti, Manusamhita. Not because what they feel, what they like, what they want to do. No. According to the laid down rules and regulation, they administer the discipline in the society so that everybody can live in peace and harmony. Let us say, Prabhupada, what he says, as the Brahmanas are recognized by their particular qualification of inclination toward the transcendental knowledge of Vedic wisdom, so also The Kshatriyas are recognized by the power to protect the society from the disturbing elements of the thieves and miscreants. The word anuvartaha is significant. A person who follows the Kshatriya principle by protecting society from the thieves and miscreants is called a Kshatriya, not the one who is simply born Kshatriya. The conception of the caste system is always based on the quality, not on the qualification of birth. Birth is an extraneous consideration, it is not the main feature of the orders and divisions. In Bhagavad Gita 18.41-44 it says, Brahmana Kshatriya Visham Shudranam cha param tapa Karmani parvibhaktani Swabhava parvair gunaihi. Brahmana, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas and Sudras are distinguished by the quality born of their own nature in accordance with the material most, O chastiser of enemy. So it is the guna and the karma one is executing, not necessarily that what his parent is. The qualification of the Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishyas and Sudras are specifically mentioned, and it is understood that such qualifications are needed before one can be designated as belonging to a particular group. Furthermore, Prabhupada says, Lord Vishnu is always mentioned in the Purusha in all Vedic scripture. Sometimes the living entity are also mentioned as Purushas, although they are essentially Purusha Shakti, Parasakti or Prakriti. The superior energy of the Purusha, illusioned by the actional potency of the Purusha, the Lord, the living entity falsely think of themselves as a Purusha, although they actually have no qualification. The Lord has the power to protect. Of the three deities, Brahma, Vishnu and Maheshwara, the first has the power to create, second has the power to protect, and the third has the power to destroy. The word Purusha is significant in this verse because the Kshatriyas are expected to represent the Purusha. Lord is giving protection to the Prajas, or all those who are born of the land and water. Protection is therefore meant for both men and animal. This is what we have to understand over here. The Kshatriyas are not only supposed to protect only men and women, but the animals as well. Otherwise, they are not Kshatriyas at all. In modern society, the Prajas are not protected from the hands of the thieves and miscreants. The modern democratic state, which has no Kshatriya, is a government of the Vaishyas and Sudras and not of the Brahmanas and Kshatriyas, as formerly. Maharaj Yudhishthira and his grandson Maharaj Parikshit were typical Kshatriya kings, for they gave protection to all the men and animals. It says when Lord Rama was enthroned as the king of the universe, he donated all the lands of the Brahmanas. Every tract of land he donated. So Brahmana came back to Lord Sri Ram. He said, okay, you have donated the land to us, we understand that, but since we have no capability to protect it from the miscreants, therefore you please rule this whole kingdom on our behalf. So therefore, the Lord Sri Rama was getting guidance. Person like Vasishtha, like Vishwamitra, like so many of the sages, he will get the guidance and rule the kingdom. So that was the case in the time. While the personification of Kali attempted to kill the cows, Maharaj Parikshita at once prepared himself to kill the miscreants, and the personified of Kali was banished from the kingdom. That is a sign of Purusha, or the representative of the Lord Vishnu. According to the Vedic civilization, a qualified Kshatriya monarch is given the respect of the Lord because he represents the Lord by giving protection to the Praja. Modern elected president cannot even give protection from theft cases, and therefore one has to take protection from an insurance company. The problem of the modern human society are due to the lack of qualified Brahmanas and Kshatriyas and the over influence of the Vaishyas and the Sudras by so-called general franchise. So let us take the text, next text also, because these are, as I said, just information. Text 32. Visho avartant tasyeyo loka vritti karir vibho vaishyastada uddhavo vartam nirnamyah samvartaya. Vishaha, means of living by protection and distribution. Avartanta, generated. Tasya, his, the Jasatic form. Puroho, from his thighs. Loka vritti kaihe, means of livelihood. Vibhoho, of the Lord. Vaishyaho, the mercantile community. Tata, that. Udbhava, orientation. Vardham, means of living. Naranam, of all men. Yaha, one who. Samvartayat, executed. Translated purport by His Divine Grace, Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. The means of livelihood of the persons, namely production of grains and their distribution to the Praja, was generated from the thighs of the Lord's Jasatic form. The mercantile men who take charge of such executions are called Vaishyas. Purport: human society, means of living in, is clearly mentioned herein as Visha, or agriculture, and the business of distributing agricultural product, which involves transport, banking, etc. Industry is an artificial means of livelihood, and large-scale industry, especially is the source of all problem in the society. In Bhagavad Gita also, the duties of the Vaishyas who are engaged in Visha are stated as cow protection, agriculture, business. We have already discussed that the human being can safely depend on cows and agricultural land for livelihood. The exchange of produce by banking and transportation is a branch of this type of living. The Vaishyas are divided into mainly subsections. Some of them are called Khetri, or landowners. Some are called Krishna, the land tiller. Some of them are called Tila Vanika, or grain raiser. Some are called Gandha Vanika, or mercantile in spices. And some are called Shwavarna Vanika, or mercantile in the gold and banking. The Brahmanas are the teacher and the spiritual master. The Kshatriyas protect the citizen from the hands of the thieves and miscreants. And the Vaishyas are in charge of production and distribution. The Sudras, the unintelligent class of men who cannot act independently in any of the above mentioned activities, are meant for serving the three higher classes of their livelihood. Formerly, the Brahmanas were given all the necessities of life by the Kshatriyas and Vaishyas because they had no time to spend making a living. The Kshatriyas would collect taxes from the Vaishyas and Shudras, but the Brahmanas were exempted from paying income tax or the land revenue. That system of human society was so nice that there was no political, social, or economic upheaval. The different caste or the varnas classification are therefore essential for maintaining a peaceful human society. Very nice piece of information. Let me take to the text next also. पदभ्यां भगवतो जग्ने शुश्रूषा धर्म सिद्धये तस्यां जात पुरा शूद्रो यदवर्त्या तुष्यते हरिः. Padabhyam, from the leg, Bhagavataha, of the personal Godhead, Jagne, became manifested. Susrusha, service. Dharma, occupational duty. Siddhaya, for the matter of. Tasyam, in that. Jataha, being generated. Pura, formerly. Shudraha, the servitor. Yata, Bhartya, the occupational by which Tushyate, becomes satisfied. Harihi, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Translation and purport. Thereafter, service was manifested from the legs of the Personality of Godhead for the sake of perfecting the religious function. Situated on the legs are the Sudras who satisfy the Lord by service. Service is the real constitutional occupation of all living entities. The living entities are meant to render service to the Lord, and they can attain religious perfection by this service attitude. One cannot attain religious perfection simply by speculating to attain theoretical knowledge. The Jnani's division of the spiritualist go on speculating only to distinguish the soul from matter. But they have no information of the activities of the soul. After being liberated by knowledge, it is said that person who only mentally speculate to know things as they are and who do not engage in transcendental loving services of the Lord are simply wasting their time. Prabhupada further says, it is clearly said here that the principle of service was generated from the legs of the Lord for the sake of perfecting the religious process. But this transcendental service is different from the idea of the service in the material world. In the material world, no one wants to become a servant. Everybody wants to become the master, because false mastership is the basic disease of the conditioned soul. The conditioned soul in the material world want to lord it over other. Illusion by the external energy of the Lord, he is forced to become a servant of the material world. That is the real position of the conditioned soul. The last snare of the illusory external energy is the conception of becoming one with the Lord, and due to this conception of the illusion, soul remains in the bondage of the material energy, falsely thinking himself a liberated soul and as good as Narayana. So all the Varna and Asrama, they are meant to serve one another, or rather serving each one by understanding they are the representation of Paramatma. Their Atma, Namo Namaha, Nama Aste. We offer our obeisance unto you, not to the body, not to the caste, not to the creed, but that Paramatma, that Jiva Atma, which is the owner of the body, so we offer our obeisances to him. And therefore, even in the Shastra says, if a Shudra has attained the age of 60, he is also to be respected as good as Brahmana. So much of respect was given in the bygone days. But now, if the WhatsApp is there, you just put your thumb up, everything is done. No personal connection, no service attitude, no exchange of the feeling, not understanding what is required at what time and what would make one happy. So everything is chaos. Everything is in doldrum. We think we are advancing, but actually we are going down to the darkest region of our consciousness. We don't understand the purpose. At the moment, our purpose is Rinam Kirtva Ghritam Piva. Big, beg, borrow and steal, but you must drink tons of ghee so that you become strongly with bodily future, strong with power, with fame, with name, so many other things. की चाम है राम की प्यास है, नाम दाम चाम की प्यास है, राम की प्यास कहाँ. नाम दाम चाम, we are only thinking about it. Ram ki pyas ka. Nobody thinking that there is a life after we leave this body. So what you are doing for it? Many of you may have